Everyone, welcome to Next Gen Windows. My name is Kweku, and this is the brand new build of Windows 10 Pro technical preview that was just released today. What is today's date? Today's date is January 23rd, Friday. Now, Microsoft did say at the conference it would be coming out next week sometime, but in fact, it came out this week, 2 days or so after they announced it at the event on Wednesday. So it's Friday, and here it is. So this is a first look hands-on of this build. This is on my non-touch desktop PC, the main computer I use for all the videos and everything. So this is a first look, so I'm just going to show you some things around it. So first of all, you'll notice the search bar right here. I talked about it previously in my other video when I was talking about Windows 10. But here it is, Cortana is now available. So if I want to say, I can tell her to, what should I tell her to? What's the weather? Let's do the weather. What's the weather?
It's currently 41 and raining.
So there you go. I don't know if there's a big echo, but there it is. You can tell her what the weather is. In fact, let me do that. Yeah, you can tell her what the weather is, and bam, she will tell you what the weather is. Or you can ask her, and she can tell you what the weather is. You can tell her other stuff like, what is my schedule like for tomorrow? Can't do this right now. Check back again for after future updates. So she can't tell you stuff about your calendar. Okay, let's see. Oops, I accidentally spoke. No, I spoke. Okay, let's think. Remind me to go grocery shopping tomorrow. See, she's not getting it now. Remind me to go grocery shopping tomorrow. So she says tomorrow. What time? Tomorrow. Oops, we'll have to click tomorrow and done. So there you go. She'll tell you to go grocery shopping. I spoke too much, so obviously she didn't work very well. But it's essentially the same thing as Windows Phone. That's Cortana right there. And then you got notebooks. This is pretty much what she knows about what you're saying and other things like that. So I'll make a separate video going deep into what she can do on Windows 10 build 9926. Another thing that I'm going to do is show you the start menu. Now this is the revamped start menu. You've seen in my previous videos what my start menu looks like, and now you can see this is what it looks like. Basically it looks kind of dirty right now. I don't particularly like how they set up my start menu. The search thing, for instance, is actually Cortana, so I don't really like how it was defaultly laid out because it's kind of awkward. So you got Skype, people, mail, calendar, and things, and there's empty spaces everywhere. It's kind of awkward. But the cool thing is you can actually just drag it into a space. You know, you can drag it in the center, you can drag it to this side, this side. It doesn't just like snap into a position that you have to choose. So if I want my mail to be full size, I can just right click it and I can hit wide, and bam, it's wide like that. And if I want my mail to be, medium, I can choose medium, and bam, it's medium. If I want it to just be on its own line, I can do that too, just like that. So it gives you flexibility and things like that. So it's a really cool thing. So let me actually do this for calendar. And yes, you do have the extra large icons for stuff still. Let me put this up here since I don't really use half this stuff anyway, but I just don't want it to look awkward. So there you go. That's pretty much the start menu in a nutshell. The only way that I know of so far that you can actually add things to the start menu, like if I want Hyper on there, is you got to right click it inside your all apps or programs, and then you can pin to start. And then if you notice down here, Hyper will get its own section down there, and I can resize it to large. I didn't know they had a large size icon. And then if I want to open up Hyper, so I'm on desktop mode right now, it opens up Hyper, my YouTube client, and it's like that just there. And then I believe the live tile would just start to work now. It'll update in a second. But essentially that's how you add things to the start menu, the tiles. Yeah, there you go, it updated right there. So all apps looks different. It's kind of small. I'll be honest, it is kind of small. To me, it looks really small. I like how it was before. I wish I could extend this thing, make this thing slightly bigger like you could in the previous build. Just like slightly adjust it, the dimensions of your start menu. That way you can have more space. Because right now you guys can't tell, but I have a 21:9 ratio monitor, which is like cinema size, ultra wide monitor. And when I'm not running it in this 16:9 aspect ratio, which is actually 1920 by 1080, when I'm not running it on that, the start menu is like in a tiny little corner of it by itself, and then there's a ton of space on the side. I kind of want to properly scale my start menu properly, and it's kind of awkward in the corner. Maybe it's just me, I'm not used to having a start menu since I've been using Windows 8 so much, but essentially that's it. And you can see it just sorts it out. You can't actually click these things at all to, you know, jump to things, jump to lists. But one thing I do have to tell Microsoft is allow us to be able to click on the letter, to be able to open up the little, you know, alphabetical order thing and just click on the letter to jump to. Because if you have a ton of programs like I do, you're going to be scrolling through looking for stuff. You can always just click ask Cortana and just be like, you can just say like, I want to look for Windows Central, and then Windows Central, the application you have, will show up right there, and then you can click on it and open it up just like so. So Cortana is essentially the replacement for the search bar that was once here. You can just click on this search and then just pop it up right there, and it's there and ready to go. Now another thing I want to make sure I can do is see if I can right click this and remove her out of this search. Some people probably want to get rid of her from the taskbar. Can I click this? No. Let's see. Can I remove her? I'm going to lock the taskbar. I'm going to go to properties, and I'm going to go start menu. No toolbars, touch keyboard, no. They still have the little gray area where it says show the charms. That's obviously not showing up anymore. Yeah, so I don't see anything that says removing Cortana from the search. Obviously, this is a first look, so I'll figure that out if that's possible. That should be possible, because some people are going to get annoyed by that, by this being down there. If they have a small screen computer, that means you only be able to have like these 4 or 5 things on here, and that's it. But you can remove. I'm pretty sure you can remove this stuff at least. Let's see. Show the task icon. Yes, see, that's there. Then you can remove all this stuff, unpin from this taskbar, but you can't unpin anything from this taskbar. You can't unpin the search because it's no longer part of the start menu. So that's interesting. And another thing in the start menu we saw in the video is expanding the start menu to this. So this is your new start screen. You can hit all apps, and it still just like shrinks everything to the left side. It's still kind of annoying. I wish you could drag this out a little bit to give it more space, especially if you have longer name programs. But for the most part, yeah, you still have all that. You can do that, and then obviously I have so many Xbox smart glasses. This app right here in particular, I will definitely click on in just a second. But you can see all of this stuff here. The start menu, you can rearrange and do things you want. You can put it up here. In fact, there are groups that you can have now. So let me see. Yeah, so you can have groups, or you can just group it up here. So I can keep it up there, or I can give it its own group. And now it has its own group. And if I want to name the group, let's see if I can name the group. I don't know how to name the group. That's weird. I'll figure all this stuff out. And the next thing we're going to do is jump into the Xbox app just to see what it looks like and what you guys can see. Run Xbox in the background. Yes. It's going to tell me I have too many things open. So let's switch that. All right, and now that I have signed in, it's going to load up the Xbox app. Mate the Xbox app. We're still working on it, but we couldn't wait to give you a sneak peek. Nice. So let's go full screen for now, just to see what this looks like. And you can click this button up here to go full screen on modern Windows style apps. So you can see right here I have Forza Horizon 2. If I click on Forza, I can follow Forza Horizon 2, which I don't understand. Maybe it'll show up in my feed, or I'm not sure what that means. We'll see. I'll follow Forza Horizon 2, and then you can see my achievement progress on Forza Horizon 2. I kind of don't understand what's going on here. Why is this so small, and why I can't scroll any further? I guess, yeah, so what they need to do definitely is fix their sizing. They need to maybe scroll this up a little bit and then give this area more space, because I shouldn't have to scroll for achievements. I shouldn't have to scroll up and down, and it kind of is cut off at the bottom there. So Microsoft definitely fix that. And then game clips, you can see my game clips here. Actually, you can see everyone's game clips here. And if I want to narrow down by saved game clips, you can do that too. So let's see, save game clips. I never saved any game clips, I guess. Or I did. Okay, that's cool. So you can view game clips and all that stuff. It's cool. Let us see achievements maybe. So you can see all the games that I have currently and the achievements for all the games that I've played on my Xbox account in general. So I have quite a few games that I have. Obviously, the ones that don't have Xbox written on top of it are Xbox One titles, and then Xbox 360 ones, except for this one, are below down here, which have Xbox 360 and then the game title. So it's definitely different. but it definitely works. And I guess, oh, there it is. So following video games, games that VA Legend 93 follows Forza Horizon 2. So you can see when I hit follow on the game, it shows up here, and then you can click on it, and then you can view your achievements quickly on it, and it brings you back to that screen. So that's cool. Then messages and all that stuff. Oops, it brought me back to the store. I don't understand why it brought me to the oh, because I clicked the store. So here I clicked the store, and then it brought me to the store. So that brings you to the Windows store. So now we understand that. Settings allows you to sign out. Favorite online, Twitch broadcast started, notify me. So it'll pop a notification in your notification center, which I'll show you guys in a second, once someone has gone live. And then what's this? Notifications, activity alerts. So these people have added me as friends. Probably should have done that, but those people added me as friends. And then this is the refresh button here, which refreshes the list, and then the feedback button. So that's Xbox, the Xbox app in a nutshell. Clearly the store has not changed any bit. Next thing we're going to look at is the volume. The icon has changed, but when you click on it, it still stayed pretty Windows 7-esque. So see, the icon is now like clear. Right here, network access. Let me see something too. I need to change that back. This is blue right now. I wonder if there's a way I can make this thing transparent. We'll figure that out. Another thing is the notification center. Now you have notification center. This was on Windows Phone, and now it is on Windows 10 desktop. So now you have notification center. This is tablet mode, and essentially what that does is, let's see if when I open up Internet Explorer and I bring up this is when you first open up the new Internet Explorer 11 beta thing. It brings that up. Spartan browser is not on here yet. When you hit tablet mode right here, actually let me do this. Let me do that. So you see it's closed in. Let me open up other things, like maybe let's click search. Oh, that's Cortana. It brings up Cortana. No, I don't want to talk to you, Cortana. Leave me alone, Cortana. Cortana, leave me alone. Okay. So if I want to bring up something like maybe people, not people, calendar, which is the same calendar from before, don't allow. Now if I hit the notification center and I hit tablet mode, it makes it full screen for tablets. Keeps your start menu there. And I noticed one thing that's definitely different is Cortana's icon is not a full search thing. That's pretty interesting. It changed. So maybe when I switch it back, oh no, okay, so it's interesting to see this. So when I'm in tablet mode and I go up here and I hit full screen, it makes the start menu disappear unless you go down, the taskbar disappear, and then when you click on it, it reappears. But Cortana is no longer a huge search bar. It's just a tiny little icon. And then once I hit turn off tablet mode, Cortana becomes a full typable thing that has the little search bar on it. So that's cool. And then you can keep switching tabs like normal, alt tabbing to switch between things like that. So it's a cool thing that they have there. Let's see what else is new on this build. Let me take a look at the Insider Hub. Maybe they changed the Insider Hub. Also, you'll notice the buttons on top of all the programs are bigger, and they're now, more flat. So they're pretty simple now. But this is the new thing right there. They're talking about the new Windows 10 features and new build. Let's see. They have the app commands, which is pretty much the three-dot menu that's at the bottom of some apps. That's there. So that's something that's there. Let's close out of Internet Explorer. See the three dots right there. Bam, it brings that up. Close it out. So that's there. What else is there? Let's go to settings. Probably will be the last thing for this build, this video. Settings is here, and you can see settings got really white. I kind of don't like it. Settings got really white. For starters, Windows Update is here. One thing I do notice is there's no preview update thing here. Let me hit advanced options, maybe. Yeah, so you have to click. In order to actually see the preview updates, to change your speed that you get preview updates, you have to hit advanced settings, and then you'll see choose how preview builds are installed, and then you see fast or slow. Choose fast and you'll get this build if you're not on this build already. And then, so basically Windows Update now probably includes preview updates as well as Windows updates. So it includes both preview and Windows updates, so you'll see that all together at once, most likely. Okay, so let's go back. I'm not going to search for anything right now. Let's look at system. So this has changed a little bit. It's gotten really white. You can enable tablet mode, hit the share. For the most part, it looks exactly the same, but it's still, it's still the same computer type thing. Look, they have enable arrow snap. So that's essentially just snapping it to the corner like like that, and then getting that on the side. Power options when plugged in. This is a desktop, so it doesn't really apply to me. Speech is still there, so everything except for Cortana and search, everything is still there as before. And this just turns on Cortana settings like that, change my name and things like that. So yeah, it's definitely different from before, but it's still kind of the same as before. So one thing I don't see is the way to change the color scheme of your programs and things like that. You have to go back to this, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Screen resolution. No, display. So the old control panel is still there as usual for power user things. They did change these icons here. Title bars, text size. Let's see, calibrate color. No, don't want to do that. Personalization. Color. So I can change the color scheme. See, this turns red. Or I can do that. This turns purple. And since my color of to date has been red, I'll keep back to red. And then show color mixer. So you can have hues of colors too. So you can see it changes on the fly. Even the search changes on the fly. So that's cool. Definitely cool. Color intensity. That works too. So yeah, it's really cool that they added all this stuff. I, however, still cannot figure out how to make things transparent. I don't think they added transparency just yet, but for the most part, everything is awesome, as the Lego Movie says. And yeah, this has been the new Windows 10 Pro technical preview. Build 9926. It was released today for Windows Insiders. If you want to be an insider, go to insider.windows.com and you can sign in with your Microsoft account and you can get the build, and then you can enjoy what I'm enjoying here. My name is Kweku and this is Next Gen Windows, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.